Guys, welcome back to another video. Podcast is coming soon. It is called the Tell Me More No Excuse Real Estate Podcast. Love for you guys to take a look at that. But this video today is going to be about the top five things that you should know if you're thinking about becoming a real estate agent in 2026. As a real estate coach, in Philadelphia area. I network, I speak to hundreds and hundreds of agents every single year, new, experienced at all kinds of levels. And I do get asked the question a lot, should I become a real estate agent? So I'm going to get right to it. Here's point number one. It is a 100% commission-based career. So there's no safety net. There's no salary. You don't get paid for the effort that you put in. You only get paid when deals closed. So again, there's no salary. There's no hourly pay. You could work, now I'm saying you could work 30 to 60 days with no paycheck. Now, listen in, this is important. You could get a paycheck in 35, 60 days, of course, depending on your market, but you have to have a very consistent pipeline. I'll talk about that in a few. Point number two, whether you like this or not, you're in sales. I get it. I don't want to be salesy. I don't want to appear pushy. Guys, I could write a book on it by now, all the things that I've heard. But I challenge you, when you get your real estate license, it's going to say real estate salesperson. It's not going to say real estate therapist or consultant. It's not going to say any of those things. It's going to say real estate salesperson. Now, does that mean you have to be a cheap used sales cars salesperson? No, of course not. But the truth and the reality is, if you don't like people, you don't like talking to people, you don't feel like talking to people, you don't want to call, you don't want to have conversations, you're not going to want to follow up with the same leads over and over and over again, you don't like rejection. I'm sorry, you're not in real estate. This is not going to be the real estate. I'm sorry, this is not going to be the career for you. And really, you're opening up two businesses. You're opening up a lead generation business and you're opening up a marketing business. You have to be on the camera, like I am, marketing yourself. People need to hear you, they need to see you. You actually have to, I can't find my phone. You actually have to pick up your phone. Yes, it works like this. I'm showing you my age. It works like this. It works like this, right? You have to be able to do that, knock on doors, whatever that is. But guys, you are going to be in a sales business. And if that's not for you, that's okay. Point number three, freedom is earned, it's not given. So everybody gets in the real estate for freedom, the flexibility, and all of those things are true. But in the beginning, you're building the foundation of your business. You're going to be doing, depending on your market, multiple open houses a week. Um, you'll be putting in weekends. You will be putting in, some nights. I'm not saying not to have boundaries, whether you're brand new or you're 20 years in. Yes, you still have to hold your boundaries, but you earn freedom through being consistent, not by avoiding the work. So, yes, you make your own schedule. And for some people, that's actually harder than having a schedule because you're everybody thinks your family, your friends, oh, you're off. You can take my clothes to the dry cleaning. You could pick little Billy up from school, and the freedom actually hurts more than it's rewarding. So you have to treat it like it's a 9 to 5 job. Point number four, uh, most agents don't have a plan or they don't have a system. This is the reason agents fail, not because real estate is hard, it's because they don't have a plan or a system. They have no written goals. I bet half of the industry, 60% or above, do not have a written business plan, a 411, meaning a weekly, a monthly, and a yearly plan. They don't have that. They don't even have a calendar, right? There's no accountability. There's no system. At the beginning, You're afraid to leverage things, let go of things. If you don't have a system, you don't have a plan, you're just going to be winging it every day. And I don't know any successful CEO or entrepreneur that just wings it every single day. And finally, the last point, if you're considering it getting into real estate in 2026, is number five, your mindset will make or break you. The problem is not the market. Okay. Markets change. Markets are like roller coasters. They're always going to change. People die, people get divorced, people downsize. You get where I'm going with that, regardless of the market, right? It's not the market, it's what's going on between the ears. It's what's in our head. Um, if you have a fear of rejection, if you're an overthinker, you compare yourself to other people, you're not taking action because you don't want to sound salesy, etc. I've heard it all. Now, I'm not saying if you have a fear of rejection, not to get into real estate. We all had it. I had it too, right? That's not what I'm saying. But if these fears are bigger than your goals, you're going to have a really, really hard time. So, connect with a coach, somebody like myself, somebody that in your local market that's going to be able to help you with these things. But mindset is one of the biggest challenge. You have to believe, even if you're new, the office that you join, that's your experience, right? Think of every top producer. They all started day one, like you're going to, hopefully. But the biggest difference between that top producer and maybe a brand new agent who has some mindset issues is they just failed forward. They just kept going even when it was hard. So I hope this was helpful. If you're thinking about getting into real estate and you want a real plan, not just a license, shoot me a message. You could DM me on Instagram. You could DM me here. Shoot me a message. I will show you exactly how to start thinking the right way. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Stay tuned for the podcast.